you know, make it cool. It's not ethically wrong.
Cool.
Right, then let's load in.
Oh, is the game already starting?
Oh yeah. And then you
Okay.
are with me in a lobby, don't worry.
Yeah. And of course it's Crossroads now.
Yeah, let's get a little bit of the loading screen actually before we kick in with the epic tunes. Do we actually have eyes on the commander bands for this one, Devin?
On the commander bands.
We'll save them for when we start, I guess. It's time for the 1v1 Elite Show. It's time for the 1v1 Elite Showdown. Hello and welcome to Game 3. Both players are one each. And let's get it on, because I'm here in the south with Isildur again as Brits. Who do we find in the north, Devan?
On the north we have Noggano playing as OKW. Big surprise.
Oh, can't believe it! Brits vs OKW. Did not see this coming. This is crazy. Really crazy stuff. Devon, Commander Band's pretty much the same stuff going on?
Yeah, we have the same bands. Obviously Command Panther is out again. Overwatch as well. And for the Brits I think that basically the most noteworthy is going to be the Valentine.
Okay. Pretty much leaving us with a similar situation as before. Probably going to see something like Grand Offensive yet again, etc.
I think that we need some courageous players that can play Austere in this tournament.
I know. It's because we're choosing to follow the Isildur Noggano one. I think we have seen Austere maybe in equal amounts. Let's say that kind of. Have you seen any Austere in other games, Devon?
Don't think I have, to be honest.
Really? Well, that's a shame. I know you played
I've
them.
seen a lot of OKW versus USF. We got a very interesting capping order from Noggano. You see that he didn't go for the high fuel straight away, so he's capping the small points, which obviously in company of yours too give you fuel anyway.
Yeah.
And he's going for the cutoff.
They're quicker to cap as well, so I'm glad players are starting to understand that it's better to get standard territory points than get the high points. The map system is inverted in Company Heroes 2, and it's one of those clearly wrong design decisions. There's no disputing it. Nice cut-off from the Stern Pioneers going south, and
very good move.
Yeah, very good move indeed. Just literally
dissecting
the Brits.
Exactly. Saw that he went for the manpower point near the high fuel, and he saw that he was capping it, so he instantly knew that he could go for the cutoff.
The Pioneers do their job, however they do lose one Soldaten. They're pushed out of there. Suppose the damage has been done though. Resources have been hampered.
Yeah, it has. It's basically buying time at this point with the Stern Pioneer, just being annoying.
Oh yes. However, he is caught off guard now. Tommy's going to take the house and look to take another one of those. Are they 32 manpower apiece, something like that?
Yeah, they are. So that's why I'm expecting an early retreat. Okay, he's actually keeping the Stern Pios there.
Well, I suppose, you know, he's biding time himself until he can get the hell out of there. And again, Noggano going for the fourth Focus Grenadier. Sandbags coming down on the victory point, so good controls so far. Stern Pioneers again launch themselves in, take vantage point behind the truck. That's not a battle they can win against long-range Tommies, even though they're behind medium cores, so they have to again evacuate.
Yeah, I don't think he's trying to drop models of that Tommy squad, he's just trying to buy time. And we got the Brent carrier on the left.
But you know what this kind of harassing actions show me? It tells me, Dev, I'm watching true high-level play, because they're even able to do stuff just for reconnaissance sake, just for the sake of being annoying, as you call it. And it tells us we're in for a good game. Crossroads is the deliverer of good games.
I think that right now Noggano is getting the best of Isildur in this early game. After these Volks win the engagement on the right, I think that he's going to be get off the field.
Highly possible. However, they're not quite winning yet. Okay, now they are. There you go.
Those Tommy squads.
Two brave Tommies remain. That is a small crater there, so it's technically a little bit of medium cover for them. Oh, they lose one on retreat as well, so not effective trading. And here comes another Focus Grenadier. I tell you what, if all these shots align, you might see something crazy.
I think it's safe.
Yeah. On the move accuracy as well.
Yeah. But you see that Noggano is dominating map control right now.
It really is. We have, however, had the Vickers on the UC. Should help Isildur keep control, but as Devon rightfully notes, on the east, the fuel is being taken.
And we got mechanized up, so it's a matter of time until that Panzer II is built.
Just a matter of time.
Oh, and he can... Oh, I didn't force the Bren. I thought he was going for it.
Seemingly not. Now he's going to get pulverized on a retreat.
He's going to get chased. But I still think he's going to make it, yeah.
Just about. First Grenadier surviving to tell the tale. There's a crazy UC out there! Stay in base! That's the tale. Okay, so Isildur's surviving. UC's done its job of just protecting the fuel point. It's now being recapped as slow as it'll take, but it's happening.
But the damage is done, you know. That early game already gave the fuel for Noggano to get the Panzer II. He's just now waiting for it basically to get back into the map.
East side, 2 Foch Grenadiers cutting off the Tommies. Needs to spot that. He has indeed. Isildur gets out of there.
Oh, those are some good model drops on the retreat there.
Yeah, he's had a lot of that. Just the best thing you can hope for is not to reload when they pass negative cover, Devon. Makes such a big difference when you're harassing on retreat. Nothing worse than hearing that click and then they're passing the negative cover.
And we have get-off maneuver from Isildur, which is really needed. Although he already had the fuel for the Panzer II, so it won't hurt him as much as if he had done it earlier.
Great insight, loving it. UC's now up to 4 kills. Tommy squad here on 5. Doing well for the KD, it seems, Isildur. 18 kills to 7 so far. Well dodged from the incendiary grenade.
I think it's to be expected in this matchup for OKW to be down on kills. Usually Tommy's trade pretty well against folks.
But if we show the graph now for points held, which I think is probably one of the more important graphs, you can see that Isildur has come back into this early game substantially.
Well, yeah, it shows that now, but the problem is it's expected before the Panzer II hits the field. Now we'll see a return, yeah.
Ebb and flow of battle, rightfully noted.
And we got the 5-man upgrade now for the Tommy squads.
Could put him in a bit of a manpower sink. He might actually be off the field reinforcing. Now he's got such an investment in Tommy squads, very expensive of course. To be on the lookout for Isildur to be bottlenecked for manpower.
He's hoping that he can get that AEC out in time now for the Panzer II. There we go, Panzer II out, already a Tommy squad retreating on the left, and he's going to chase it.
Not actually getting any soldiers so far, but in the centre, Noggano's penning him back. In the east, very important engagement. Both Foch Grenadiers forced away by the sappers, the UC and the Tommies, so Isildur's keeping map control there.
A preemptive rocket being built because he knows, oh, there we go, because he knows the AEC that just now started being built as well.
I have to say, with both players warmed up, Devon, this game in particular feels like the top play, you know what I mean? It's like elite level, everything feels really fluid. You know, just the feel of the game is right.
Yeah, you can see that everything is being calculated by the players.
With those timings almost on instinct. AC and Kettenwerfer hit the field. That beautiful symphony of destruction. We're just now passing the first act. The early game is becoming the early mid, late early, something like that. There's 5 stages to the game. We're now certainly entering stage 2.
We are in one of them for sure.
Yes, we are in one of them. Thank you for the save, Devon.
But yeah, we are basically in the transition here, early to mid game. And it's going to be basically the Panzer II trying to run away from the AEC while the Raketen tries to line up a shot.
Tommy easily pushed away. This fuel has changed more
Oh, he hit a minor AC, that's
Oh,
big.
that's bad there. The
And the
Rakettenwerfer's there
Raketen
as
is
well.
waiting.
This is really good for Noggano and terrible for Isildur. Rakettenwerfer fires, so little health. Panzer II gets out of there, pops smoke. Second shot's coming in, needs to be a good one. Misses. Panzer II comes on. Tommy's in the way. Sappers with a heat grenade. Need to get this in very quickly.
Oh, missed again. But the Panzer II is going to get it for sure.
There we go. Quarterback style. Will the
it's
AC
mine
save
as
its
well.
own life? No, it won't. Now he's on the recharge time. He's got 19 seconds till he gets another heat grenade, Devem.
Just the mindless heat grenade, yeah. So they're basically going to trade light vehicles now. Not too sure who is going to win in that trade, but I think OKW will.
Here they come. The Welshmen to equalise matters. Unless they get vaporised first. They throw it. 2 of them remaining. Oh, there you go. Just about killing it. Tommy's on the cutoff. Good retreat there by Isildur. Meanwhile, in the east, UC's up to 10 kills versus Volks Grenadiers. High intensity
Instant
battle.
Panzer II rebuilt from Noggano.
Oh, we're still in the early mid / late early stage, Devon. So, I suppose it's still not a bad decision. Although he could have been saving his fuel maybe to stop thinking about something else. But Isildur's been in a good position. Oh, here we go. Rakettenwerfer. UC takes it out.
Oh, such a good shot.
And Tommy's got hit by some of the dead bodies there. Not
We also have grenades now upgraded for for the Tommies. So watch out for that first grenade.
Oh yeah, that could be really juicy. We've got a lot of squads coming in from Noggano now, and it's very difficult to micro all 4 at the same time. Will Isildur show his hand and pull forward? He doesn't need to.
Oh,
he
yeah,
throws them. Oh, he misses both. What a reaction by Noggano.
Yeah, I was waiting for those. Now those incendiary grenades that are so annoying to play against, pushing back the Tommy squads.
So there you go. There's 100 manpower, 10 fuel, and 50 munitions wasted by Isildur. Should have probably waited till a better moment, I guess.
We have
Maybe that
another
would-
AEC.
Maybe that would have worked in 2 versus 2, Devem.
Maybe.
Well, there's so much more going on, but Noggano is obviously very focused on a couple of engagements at a time, easily dodging that.
This is the problem sometimes at OKW has though, because the match seems even now. But the problem is that those Tommies are going to keep trading better and better with the Volks as time goes on. And I think that Noggano isn't doing anything big really to pay for it.
Saying that, I mean, he could easily just go back and get the MG34s if he needed. That would certainly help out against the Tommies.
It would, but he's kind of stranded for manpower since he lost that Panzer II as well.
Very good point. Second Panzer II is repaired and ready for battle once more. He's going to need this to trade with the Tommies and keep them away from his weak Volks Grenadiers. AC's out again though, so act do between these two.
We might have a grenade on the Volk on the right. Okay, he sees it again.
Good shout out, Devon, liking it.
There it is, the AC. But the Panzer II is protected by the Raketen.
Damned enemies trying to take a point from us.
Good work being done by these
Oh,
boys.
grenade on the left. That Volk is super low.
Ready for battle. Enemy infantry.
And I think it's going to get away.
Just about. Now, Noggano has a chance to take the fuel in the east yet again. He's reclaiming his own standard territory point. But Devon, this game seems so evenly poised. Obviously, we've got the same vehicles out yet again. This time, however, we will have a 6-pounder from Isildur. I'm really starting to think the next teching decisions with medium tanks should open things up. Oh, nice nade there! Not seen by Noggano. Only 1 soldier dropped, though.
Yeah, I didn't aim the grenade further enough, so it didn't get the other models. But yeah, I think with the light vehicle losses earlier on and them having rebuilt the light vehicles is going to delay those medium tanks a bit, but we still should see them hit at about the same time, I think.
Crossroads does have, I think, maybe 1 more standard territory point in the player's hands more than average. It always feels like it's got enough resources, just about times 2 by accident, by the way. I just saw a squad like run across like crazy Benny Hill. I was like, what the hell's going on with the game?
I thought you were trying to catch up to the game. That's why I didn't say anything.
Fair enough. Oh, nice mine here.
Our capture point
Oh, that could have been worse.
See a lot of map control going over to Noggano right now.
Oh, by the way, whilst you were playing yesterday, Price had a double Panzer Shrek, Panzer Grenadier squad wipe loss to 1 mine. 2
Kinda
Panzer
missed that.
Grenadiers died to 1 mine.
Going to need that clip.
Yeah, it should be. I don't think anybody clipped it actually. It was pretty crazy, but nobody did. Aces. Oh, taking fire from the Raketenwerfer. What a reaction by Noggano. Sees it with the Focus Grenadier, gets the attack
Look at the
around.
push from the from the Tommy squads here on the center.
Poorly
He's
timed
going for the
grenade though.
cutoff.
It couldn't quite get it off there. Isildur temporarily ceding double fuel control to Noggano. Noggano's possibly thinking about getting the Schwer Panzer headquarters out now.
I think he's probably going to get another MG first, I would assume, going for that same build.
Panzer II eats 6-pounder shot, reverses backwards, and forces away the
the
Tommy.
Raketten, look at the Raketten in his position. He's going to get spotted, never mind. Oh, we got the second Raketten.
Nice, standard Noggano. Tournament play, double Raketenwerfers. Famous for them. Can keep a game going even when he's on the back foot with 2 Raketenwerfers. Really good.
Yeah, it's usually the build that you go for when you need AT and you're trying to preserve your fuel. I assume for the tier 4 because there's no command pointer call-in.
Here he is. Royal Engineers evacuating the premises, of course. We have seen the Royal Engineer Regiment, which does have the M2s these days. Oh, that's low health there. Should be okay.
It got away, yeah.
Meanwhile, in the east, Panzer II makes its presence felt yet again. It's trying to defend standard territory points. It's such a frenetic battle here, Devem. It's like a struggle, a proper struggle. Both players trading on multiple avenues, and the to and fro pushback and reclaim is happening constantly on each side of the map.
Yeah, it is. Although I do think that Isildur may be overextended a bit on the right, and the Panzer II got some Tommy squads to retreat quite easily without any support.
Now, Devon, do you think either of these players has it in them to gather their forces in about 10 or 15 minutes' time and make an all-in push? Try and go for the jugular, because Crossroads always seems to lend itself to long, protracted struggles. I mean, the game length doesn't go crazy. It always ends up being about 50 minutes long, but, you know, it can end up being that kind of struggle, you know?
Yeah, I know what you mean. I think that we are going to need some very good play from Noggano the longer the game goes, because Tommy squads, you know, they keep scaling very well, especially maybe when you get those upgrades, like the brands. So Noggano is going to need some very good infantry play to keep up with that.
A tip for new players there, by the way, what you saw Noggano do from this haystack is he soft retreated to this point, then hard retreated. That's to make sure it doesn't go this way. You can manipulate the algorithms, they're very simple. It literally calculates the quickest path to your headquarters building. So it's there for you to think about. Don't always blame the pathing. Sometimes it's okay to blame yourself.
It's never okay to blame yourself.
See, you went to the Helping Hand school of gameplay.
Oh snap.
Schwerpan's headquarters has been uncovered, and he's got the AC in perfect position. Raketenwerfer is watching on, he's cancelled it.
That's so bad. That is really bad. This was...
Oh, and the AC's pushing on.
game-changing.
He keeps the fuel from it, though. Doesn't he lose like 20 fuel just from the SWS? He's also lost the Raketenwerfer as well.
Yeah, but he also delayed the building on itself. So if Isildur now... Yeah, he already has the company command post up, so... Because of that, he's basically going to have a crumble out and have like a window of 1 or 2 minutes before Noggano is even close to a tank.
Nice, he's bought himself time. Time is the great known resource that isn't displayed on the... Well, it is displayed because the clock in the top middle, but what you can't display is the players losing time. You know, it's all relative to their actions on the battlefield, and there was a big one there. Isildur forcing the cancel on the SWS, meaning it's had to be rebuilt, it's going to have to reset up, and this Cromwell's going to have a bigger window of opportunity.
Yeah, we see the map control bouncing back to Noggano a bit, just before that army leaves the base, and before the Cromwell comes in.
Stern Pioneers just picked up a flamethrower in the mid, well called by Knocked Draz in chat. Sometimes good to read your the comments.
We also have a flamer on the Stern Pyre.
Excellent. Here's Cromwell going east, getting those binoculars out ASAP.
We got TR4 coming up again, but now you see that he's still kind of far away from the fuel for a P4.
Yeah. Losing that fuel from the SWS. Just a little annoyance there, keeping him a little bit further behind still. Cromwell rolling out, forcing away this Folks Grenadier. There's Tommy's on retreat. Will he throw a retreat grenade? They're getting ready. Oh, here it is. He's blocked it as well. Oh, he mistimed again, Isildur.
Actually, somehow the Cromwell blocked the models a bit.
Oh, I see.
Delayed the retreats.
Oh, but he's still getting it. It's been bugged. Retreat bugged Folks Grenadiers temporarily. There's one. Needs another.
That's going to be a wipe.
And that's game. Oh, well, not game, but it is for those Folks Grenadiers. They're out of the game as we roll on.
They're definitely ahead here.
We have 300 points remaining.
DevM did warn us about this. The Brits do increasingly become a thorn in OKW's side as things go on.
Yeah.
Trying to take one of our points.
I think that Isildur is better equipped to take this game just because his unit composition. Basically, he has an answer for everything. While Noggano doesn't.
Nice turret block there with the target tread rather. Cromwell comes in, AEC rocks in, Rakettenwerfer gets a big shot on the Cromwell, takes out the Panzer II with the AEC and toggles out the Cromwell. Good play by Isildur.
That's even worse now. Panzer II down. I'm going to call it here. I think Noggano is out of this game already.
It's a possibility, Devon. We all know that with the Command Panther call in, anything is possible for Noggano. Wait. Usually I'd be thinking that at the back of my mind. I'd be like, yeah, it's fine. Do you know the Hitler meme when he's looking at the map and they're telling him all the stuff that's gone wrong? It's like, yeah, it's fine, it's fine. You know, we got the general from the south. That's Noggano usually. And then somebody says, Herr Noggano, the Command Panther is not coming. There is no Command Panther. What? You told me the Command Panther would always be here.
All this time I learned to play with the Colin meta. What is this?
Exactly.
But yeah, P4 coming out now, but I think it's far too late, and it's definitely countered by that Raketen that was stolen and the AT gun plus a Cromwell to support it.
6-pounders trying to kill the SWS, but as Devem says, it doesn't even matter because if the Panzer IV comes out, it's still countered. Noggano's going to have to play for time. We all know the comeback potential in Company of Heroes 2. Your resource income for manpower certainly increases per minute the less you have. So there is rebound ability, but Brits are so good in the late game, it doesn't feel like there is much capacity for the for Noggano to make it in this one.
Usually, you have those balanced late games in this matchup when OKW usually has like an advantage in the field earlier on. But if the game is kind of even or OKW is even behind, then it's completely out of the hands.
I mean, one thing for Noggano, well, he's about to lose his SWS possibly to this Cromwell, but not if the Panzer IV can do something about it. 2 Rakettenwerfers also. He just took back his 3rd Rakettenwerfer, by the way, so he'll certainly have enough anti-tank now.
Where did that happen? Didn't see.
Just in the mid. I don't know how it happened either. It might have been some crazy shot from the SWS or something.
Yeah, that's a pretty bad mistake from Isildur.
It was. Here we go. Cromwell
and if this Cromwell goes down...
Oh!
Oh, what is Isildur doing now?
Come back on?
So yeah, Noggano needed one of those big mistakes to come back into this, and Isildur just gave him the Cromwell and the Raketten. So
He got greedy, and he's paying the price of his greed, much like we all did in the 2008 financial crisis. If you look at Isildur's graph, there you go. It shows that. Well, it would be this one, army value rather. Aerofield in chat is a conspiracy theorist. He says he wanted the match to stay exciting. You know, maybe it is like WWE. Like Noggano's Hulk Hogan. He's been beaten up for like 25 minutes, and suddenly jumps up and wags his finger in your face. Here comes the big leg drop.
I think there's still a big difference in infantry value, so Noggano needs to be careful. He has 3 Volks to the 4 infantry sections, which are now all almost at 3.
Also, we have the possibility of the AVRE in the late game, the Great Squad Deleter. It's a good map for it. These hedgerows mean the AVRE can operate behind it.
Yeah, it's especially good against Rakettens.
Tommy's just tanking the damage there. Isildur
But
maintains.
you can see even with that throw, Noggano is having difficulty coming into the field with all these Tommy squads fighting the Volks.
Central AVRE ready for work.
And here it is, the big boy with the spigot mortar. What a fat bastard.
I'm going to predict that it's going to take down 2 Rakettens.
Okay, that's a good prediction. You've changed your prediction from this game being over. So now, this game not quite over.
It's Isildur through 2 units. It's like the Caster's Curse, right?
Oh yeah, you're welcome. Welcome to it. We've got a lot of mines coming down from Isildur, certainly respecting Noggano's comeback. Oh my god, a lot of mines! The hell, 1, 2... Oh, there's none on the east because 1, 2, 3,
They're trying to take it.
4, 5, 6, 7. 7, that's a lot. Maybe more.
Also going to say that I predict that I'm not going to win the next 2v2 tourney.
Why?
Caster's Curse, then.
Oh right, okay. I see what you're saying, very good. Tommies can't take out this first grenade, they're gonna go for it anyway. Yes, they get it! What a miraculous shot by Isildur! He jumps out of cover, they aim down sights with those Lee Enfield rifles and take him out. What a shot.
Yeah, Noggano is still having this problem. Oh, another grenade on the right. The Volk has to go back to base.
Oh, can actually finish it. Sharpshooter Tommies. What was it from Company Heroes? What was it? Designated Marksman. That was like
Yeah,
the Designated Marksman ability, wasn't it?
Pretty OP one, to be honest.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
But to be honest, the unit composition is still in favor of Isildur, and you know, the longer the units compositions counter each other, you know, you're going to have less manpower to deal with.
Noggano's really hurt at the moment. He's hurting. He hasn't got much fuel. He's having to get an MG,
Point is being overrun.
and he's looking to protract the game because he does have a lot of victory points, Devon.
He does have a lot of victory points to work with, but I'm not too sure if it's going to be enough. Isildur has a lot of, or has had a lot of field control over this game, so
Oh, AVRE just fired at nothing.
nice dodge.
Oh, was it a good dodge, was it? So I'm just Facebook messaging somebody to make me a coffee. It's really bad, I shouldn't say that on stream. Ooh, ultra professional casting here. 6-pounder. Hitting some great shots on the Panzer IV.
Yeah, that Panzer IV is going to need some repair soon.
Coffee, please. Smiley face. Kiss. There we go. That's that dealt with.
Waiting for orders.
AVRE does have 4 kills though, Devon. And it's crushing its own cover, the cover it needs to keep alive. Oh! AC's in jeopardy! Rakettenwerf is lining up a follow-up shot there.
It's fine. It's taking out the edge rows because of the AT gun mostly.
Oh,
He wants
okay.
to clear the field of view.
He can still operate from behind the garrison. Oh! First grenadier getting deleted maybe. No, he cancelled it.
Yeah,
The noise sounded though, that's crazy. Did you hear it?
yeah, you can tell just at the right time.
Yeah, you could do that Company Heroes 1, you know, with the American on-map howitzer.
Oh yeah, that's right.
You cancel it and keep firing it. I'm so surprised people didn't realize and like ruin the game. I bet against Symbiosis it often felt like he was doing that. Here we go. Oh, Stern Pioneers are so dead. Oh, how did they survive that? Noggano getting a little bit lacking there. Lapse, rather. Whatever the word is. He certainly didn't keep his eye on the ball.
Yeah. No, I feel like it's a matter of time until Isildur takes out that tier 4 really, or the Avery gets like a really big shot on the Raketans.
He's just pretending he's got a round there. Noggano doesn't know he doesn't know.
Oh, he might get a wipe on the Volk. Barely got
Oh,
away.
so close.
He's
Sorry,
also
Dad, I'm
getting to
still
the left.
casting.
Yeah.
No problem.
It's okay, I'll let you cast.
As I say, I'm going to go back to it next weekend. I kicked over the paint. Speak to you later, Dad. Drop.
See ya.
Still got to respect your parents, even if you've got a hobby that takes 6 hours of a weekend, Devon. Although he should have remembered, I did tell him that. Yeah, he put a fence up for me, and it was he put a. Oh, he's got a Firefly. Nice, getting there at least halfway constructed. Yeah, my dad constructed me a garden fence and asked me to paint it. I started painting it and accidentally kicked over 5 liters of paint onto the grass. I was like looking at trying to admire my work. I took a few steps back. I'm like, yeah, these first 2 panels have gone great, and then kicked over the fucking paint. Like, what a great start to a Sunday. Oh well, so I've still got some amazing Company Heroes action to look forward to, and I find myself here 4 hours later with Isildur versus Noggano. Oh, and he's gone
stream.
Live stream AE painting.
Yeah.
Or just the paint drying. It'd be better than some games that you can see. Not this one though. This one's quite exciting. We've got Luftwaffe Ground Forces Doctrine chosen, Devon. Why do you reckon he's gone for that?
I think it's mostly because of the airborne assault. He has a lot of munitions, so he can use one of those active abilities. Also, you might be looking to use the falls, although I'm not too sure if it's going to be the right choice.
Well, a lot of what Noggano can do won't feel like the right choice now because he's, formidably behind. The AVRE is no doubt lingering with a round loaded. Yeah, there it is. The Churchill's coming into view. Grenades preemptively tossed by Isildur, doing some great work and just keeping control, keeping a calm head. He now has victory point control also. Here comes the Churchill. Is he going to go for on retreat? So close. Oh, couldn't quite get the timing. Couldn't quite get it. All 3.
Noggano is really trying to get that Panther out.
Look at these 3 Raketenwerfers. They really need to be more active.
Yeah.
Because smoke and reconnaissance. Smoking out the building there. I think it was a bit of a fakey.
It was just to scout the opponent mostly, but I guess it worked out with the bluff.
Oh, of course, it is smoke reconnaissance. I'm an idiot. That's why you have to have a high-level player casting with you, Devon. Cover over the cracks.
And here we go. The Panther is building.
Nice. It is the saving grace of Noggano's composition usually, the Command Panther, but this one isn't commanding. It's almost salvaging.
Still not sure if it's going to be enough with the Tegan and Firefly out.
Oh, he's continued his mining operations now. We've got 2 on the east side, 1 more added to the center, 2 more added to the defensive position. Wow, it reminds me of high-level competitive Company Heroes 1, you know? So many mines. It's almost that everywhere you turn there's a mine. You're going to need minesweepers for days.
Exactly. And the thing is, there's a high chance that Panther is going to walk into one.
Thank you. Yes, indeed. Stern Pioneers, of course, very, very expensive minesweeping unit. You can't really use it. AVRE's nearly killed the first Grenadier on the east. He's going to go in for the kill with the gunner, perhaps. Oh, no, here comes the Panther. Oh, and the Raketenwerfers are repositioning. We've also got airborne assault coming in. He's going to go for this Churchill, but he doesn't know how many mines are there. He's gone through the mines. It was a miracle. An absolute miracle. The Raketenwerfers fire. And where's the Panther at? Finally getting out of base, it seems.
Where's the Firefly?
Firefly rejoining the position. This is boiling over in a crescendo of destruction. Or about to. Panther hits a mine instantly. Isildur has protected his flank. Now it's the Panzer IV that is marooned. Raketenwerfer's still firing. AEC goes in. Panther goes on regardless. Churchill is out of dodge, but the Firefly has him in his sights, reversing away slowly. AEC does go down. Panzer IV. Did it get the kill? Yes, it did.
Panther might go down here.
Oh, more fire. Firefly. Stuka smoke. Saves the day. What a battle.
Oh, I did get a Raketen out of that.
Managed to steal one Raketenwerfer, but the Firefly's going in. One Raketen sets up just in time. Going for the Panzerfaust. Will he get it? Perhaps not.
No, I didn't.
Tell you what, I really got the feeling that could have been a lot worse for Noggano. Because there were so many mines, he only actually hit one of them.
Yeah, he played well with the sweeper.
Good play then, in that case. No luck
Thing
needed.
is,
Point is being overrun.
well, like this engagement didn't win basically any of the players anything besides that Raketen. So Isildur is still in the commanding position.
The enemy are at
I mean,
200
it could be
points.
argued if you look at the army value graph, Noggano must have traded a little bit there in some regard. He did get the AEC, don't forget. So I think he's narrowed the gap somewhat, but only marginally. Or a Raketenwerfer for an AEC.
Well, yeah, thing is, I'm not seeing how Noggano is going to be able to push this center VP with the the Vickers there. Like, he doesn't have the counters, it feels like.
Enemy threatening a capture point.
Bit of mine in the east. The Panther's ready to tango once more with those OKW repair times. Coach Grenadiers flanking Veteran C5, trying to cause issues. This game's already boiling over again. This is the battle we wanted.
Oh yeah, he's pushing the left also.
Coach Grenadiers a very bad retreat path. Mines. Oh, that's dead. We don't even have to watch it. We're going to watch it anyway, but there's a mine there. Oh,
That
kills
sweeper
both.
is more than ping itself.
Keeps the Raketenwerfer.
Wait,
So-
did Noggano lose a unit?
Yeah, sorry. I was watching the one in the centre with the mine killing a Coach Grenadier on retreat. I think you were watching the Stern Pioneers where they're sweeping all the mines. But here comes the AVRE and the Firefly. Oh, there's one Raketenwerfer down. Recently reoccupied by the Russian. However, one remains.
There we go.
Just enough to keep this Panzer IV intact. Ooh,
Still so many losses.
Panther's thinking about going in, you know.
Yes, be careful with the mines though.
He has to be. This could be game over. Mine detonates, damaged
yeah,
engine.
that's bad.
Oh dear, that's very bad. Raketenwerfer also. Bye-bye. Took a lot to kill it, but yeah, that's certainly one dead Panther. Mines win games.
Exactly.
Such a cliche, but
And
it's always so
Raketen.
true. It's almost like saying humans need to breathe oxygen. It's like so obvious at this stage in competitive company heroes. Oh, AVRE, insult to injury. Game over for Noggano.
Enemies trying to take a point from us.
Yeah, this is over. That Vet 3P4 isn't going to do enough. There are just so many counters out for that P4 that
Yeah.
it isn't going to be able to do enough.
Oh god, I always think a Raketenwerfer or any AT gun against you always feels more powerful than when you had it.
It does, doesn't it?
It really does. Famously, the M1 for the US is like the perfect AT gun to kill US tanks. As if it's fast rate of fire, etc. Well, there we go. Well, I keep thinking the game's over, but it's not, but it clearly is.
It is, yeah. I think that Noggano is probably going to try to take some PPs out of Isildur, and that's it.
Ah, I did hit some kind of overlay button, that's right. Well, we were watching cinematic mode by accident for a while. Kind of nice, I guess, maybe.
Another rocket. Okay, never mind.
Bet 4 Panzer IV's back, misses with a whiff. Boats Grenadiers pursue, but it's all they can do. Because elsewhere on the battlefield, it's looking more than over.
Yeah, even the Schwer is going to go down.
Enemy causing trouble.
Oh dear, 6-pounder. AVRE doesn't even need to use its spigot round because it needs to save it. The Boats Grenadiers. Duke of Smoke reconnaissance from Noggano. Start expanding his horizons a little bit. Meanwhile, Stern Pioneers lead the way, checking for mines, allowing the Panzer IV. There goes the SWS taken out.
Yeah. Firefly also looking for that Panzer IV.
Oh, here comes the AVRE perhaps. Grenade. Tossed in. AVRE. Oh! Misses everything. Panzer IV pursues. This is very desperate. And it's all...
Missed 3 shots.
Misses with everything.
A medium tank was destroyed.
Can't see how
Did you see
Noggano...
that clip from Van Ivan yesterday?
What happened in that one?
He rushed the P4 to an almost dying. I think it was T-34. I might be wrong though. And it missed every shot and then it got killed. Like 4 or 5 shots.
And there we go. Noggano drops out of the game. Isildur is leading the best of 5 series 2-1.
It's time for the 1v1 Elite Show. It's time for the 1v1 Elite Showdown.
Live. So, well, there we go. Devem, that was an excellent game, I thought.
Yeah, 40 minutes. Obviously different from the 18 minutes that we got from the first 2 games. And also I think a lot closer, even if you look at KDs, even though it looks super bad, I think that's, you know, the usual for this matchup.
Here we go. And Devem and I are going to have a little bit of a break now whilst we wait for game 4 to start. We just cast 3 games in a row. So don't go anywhere. I know you won't. Felix THM says, where can I download the song? It was an AE composition, and it's only 12 seconds long. There is no long version. I'm sorry, and I'm not sure people would want a long version. It's intentionally cheesy with the intent of being pleasantly, fun and stupid. Hopefully it gets you hyped up a little bit as well. Anyway, let's go for a little break, Devon. We'll be back in 5 minutes. Thank you.
Yeah, see you guys.